every character I've made within the past 3 years has been for a fandom, or for a thing that my friend had created, or for Dungeons and Dragons. And I've struggled really making characters that are 100% original. I mean, even my persona had a specific franchise in mind. I recently rediscovered the joy of making entirely original characters. For a while, the only original characters that I had were the ones that are currently being used for the big book that I'm writing. And for a while, I haven't had any characters that are truly original. I mean, nothing's truly original. Everything takes from something. But I mean, like, they just came into my mind. They just appeared. They just appeared in my mind one day, and it was actually fairly recently. In fact, I have my first sketch of them right here. This is my 2 newest OCs. They're not going to be on our fight in time, unfortunately. Named Chammy and Slink. Chammy and Slink, they don't really have a story yet, so I thought that I could use this video to not only explore the joy of making characters that are entirely your own, but also to sort of work on what their backstories might be, because they're so adorable. I was playing, this is gonna sound really funny, I was playing Miitopia. I was using, every time I needed a new party member, I was just choosing a lookalike and naming it something random. And I put these 2 in my party. I put Champion and Slink. Slink was added in first. I thought Slink, I just wanted him to be stupid. I don't know. And Chammy, I added her afterwards, and I didn't even look at which lookalike I was picking before I put her in there. And then she pops into the game in her little cleric outfit, and oh my god, she was so cute. I immediately set down the Nintendo Switch and ran to my sketchbook and drew both of them because they are so cute. And actually, the king in Miitopia, the king of Greenhorn, his name is Blink, and he has the same face as Slink. Oh my gosh, I can use that. I can use that for backstory writing. Oh my gosh, it's crazy how literally just playing a video game can fully spawn these characters into my mind. They aren't entirely original because they came from Miitopia first, but Miitopia, the way it works, if you haven't played or if you haven't seen anything about Miitopia, you basically just throw characters or like people into it, and they just like fight monsters and crap. Like if you took Tomodachi Life and you took any turn-based game ever, and you just, and then boom, you have Miitopia. These characters have brought me so much joy, more joy than I get from my new Witch Hat Atelier OCs. I recently got into Witch Hat Atelier because of the anime, and I had a friend who lended me through book 7 of the manga, and I've just been in love with Witch Hat Atelier, so I made the 2 characters. And I love them. They're great. But there's only so far that I can go with them because of the limitations of the Witch Hat Atelier world. That's with most fandom OCs, really, is you have to work around the limitations of this world that has already been created and has already been, like, built. You have to work around it, and you can't do exactly what you want to do if you want to do something crazy insane, you know? With original characters, you can pretty much do whatever the hell you want. I don't see a lot of characters online even now that are like not original. In 2020, when I first like actually sat down with a pencil and started drawing, I only drew original scenes, and I used to draw those characters over and over and over again. And originally, I had just been drawing them because I thought that they were cool and kind of edgy. And that was so joyful and whimsical. Just having OCs that nobody cares about them. You can change their hair. You can make them be magical. You can give them fairy wings. You can give them elf ears. You can give them a magical staff. I crave that kind of whimsy, which is why I sat down and I created Chammy and Slink, because they're so cute. They're so adorable, and nothing's gonna happen to them. Like, I have notes written down for stuff that they might do if they were in a story, but they're not gonna be in a story. They just exist. That's all they're here for. And of course, I am kind of ruining that by putting them out into the internet, but honestly, I'm gonna change them anyway if I want to change them. I just wanted to draw something to be joyful. And I feel like in the world as it is now, joy is something that we all really need. I think characters with no meaning are wonderful, because really, OCs that don't do anything can be so interesting. Because, like, okay, I have some basic stuff for Chammy and Slink, which there's probably going to be a better picture up here, so I should be pointing over here, but I don't really want to. Chammy. She's shy, and she's very kind, and a little bit gullible. And she has a big staff that lets her do magic spells. And that's it. That's all I really know about her. And she's so cute. She's so adorable, and she brings me so much joy. She brings me so much joy thinking about what she's gonna do with this little nerd. They're the same age, by the way. He's just really short. She's just really tall. And it's combined really short and really tall, which makes the height difference so wild. That was an accident, by the way. That I'm just going with it. It was an accident, and I'm going with it. See? That's so joyful. I made a mistake, and I went with it. I went with it. And that's what's so joyful about having characters, that they don't really do anything. They don't really mean anything. They just kind of exist. Chammy and Slink. Okay, Slink. He's really kind of stupid. And really full of himself. He's like, I'm the best. I'm gonna save the world because I'm so cool and I'm the best. Even though the world's like not needing saving, he's like, yeah, I'm the best and I'm gonna save the world. You know? That's him. That's Slink. And he's kind of sneaky. And he doesn't do magic, but he has knives. I have to draw those. Oh, hold on. Little itty bitty tiny knives that he attacks people with. And they look kind of like sabers. And guess what? I just made all of that up. Just now, I just made all of that up. I made it up while I was drawing it. And that's so joyful! I mean, I can do anything I want with these characters. I can do anything. And originally I said at the beginning that this was going to be, I was going to try and figure out their stories. And now here I am. They don't really need to have stories. They just need to exist in my sketchbook. They just need to be there. That's all that they need to bring me joy. And for a while, I think I had forgotten the original joy I found in drawing. The original joy was just being able to put my thoughts on paper in a fun way. The first ever OCs I made were a group of girls who were really sick, and it was in 2020. And they were all sick, but the sickness gave them superpowers. And I thought that that was pretty sick. And when you look at what was happening during 2020, and you think about what age I was when I was making these characters, you can see what I was actually doing. What I was doing with making those characters was finding joy in the simple things. Because if you don't have joy, then you have to find it somewhere. And the simplest way for me to find joy was to sit down and draw. And I feel like I needed this. I need the joy to bring back into my art. I need to have that happiness that comes from picking up a pencil. Because, god damn it, sometimes all a guy needs is a cute witch with pigtails. And this asshole with a bandana. That's all I had to say. Thanks for watching. Remember to find joy in your art. I know that it's the beginning of July. If you're watching this during July, but have fun art fighting. If you're gonna do art fight, have fun art fighting. I have an art fight. It's linked in my profile. And if it's not bringing you joy, try something else. Most important thing is staying joyful. All right. I never know how to close these, so goodbye.